Hey, Table Rock. It was great to see you this weekend. Thank you for all those of you who were able to join us for our soft launch at the Depot. And this is the first weekend that we actually get to practice what we've been working on for so long, which is applying a sermon into our lives. This week we had a chance to look at Matthew 22, and we looked at the two commandments that Jesus brought up when asked about the greatest commandment. First, he talked about the first greatest commandment, to love the Lord our God with all our heart, soul, and mind, and how the Lord our God is one. And then second, he brought up the second greatest commandment, which is to love our neighbor as ourselves. And as we saw in the sermon this weekend, Jesus wants us to focus in on the singularness of God and how he alone deserves all of our praise. And then how all of that praise should take over all of our life. It should be all-consuming. It should be expressed in every single thing we do and in every possible way. And out of that joy flows this love, a joy and care for our neighbors that not only has practical outworkings, but also has a very particular outworking in us wanting to see them enter into the same joy that we have in knowing Jesus Christ. So our application questions for this week are simple in one sense, but difficult in another. What is it, Table Rock, that is difficult for you when you think about realizing that the Lord your God is one? He's the only one that should have your attention, your affections. What gets in the way of that? Is it knowledge at times for you? Do you feel like you don't know God well enough? Or are there other idols in your life that distract you and pull you away? When you think about loving God with all your might, all your soul, what does that look like to you? What would maybe change about your day-to-day life if you did love him that way? What things might you have to leave out, or what things might you want to add into your life that would affect you differently as you love the Lord your God? And then when you think about your neighbors, what do you think about that idea of the real question isn't who your neighbor is, but rather who are you? Are you one of those people who acts neighborly towards others in the way that you love them, not just in practical outworkings, but in the way that you want them to see and know God through Jesus Christ? In your life, is Jesus Christ one of those linchpins? Is he one of those moments where you realize that you've seen God most clearly and he's the way that you can most clearly show him to others, that others will only come to know him well as they know Jesus Christ? And this is a huge topic, so there's so many directions we can go. But I look forward to discussing this with you as we try to take these laws, these commands, and these encouragements from Jesus and realize that we can't do that outside of Jesus Christ. He's the only one that has loved God solely, with all of his heart, with all of his soul. And he's the only one that knows what it's truly like to love his neighbor, to give himself up even to the point of death that others might know God. But we are excited to image him forth to others. As God works on us through his Holy Spirit, we want others to see that in us. And in the end, like we shared, this is our mission, our goal, that we exist to spread a passion for the glory of God in all things, for the joy of all peoples through Jesus Christ by the Holy Spirit. It was a sweet time. Looking forward to seeing you this week, Table Rock, and again this Sunday at the Depot from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. God bless.